Reddit is the third largest website in the United States. And yet, it doesn't feel like it. Not culturally, not structurally, not in terms of influence. For a platform this large, Reddit should be shaping global conversations daily. Instead, it feels passive. Scroll, upvote, leave. And that's not just a platform problem, it's a leadership problem. So, who are the creators of Reddit? When we think of creators, we normally think of YouTubers, streamers, and influencers. But on Reddit, the most powerful creators aren't posters, it's moderators. Moderators decide what survives, what gets removed, what tone is allowed, what culture forms, what events happen, whether a subreddit evolves or stagnates. A subreddit is not a feed, it is a designed environment, and moderators are its designers. The problem, most moderators don't act like creators, they act like referees, or worse, all monitors. They enforce rules, they remove spam, they lock threads, but very few actively build culture. Very few experiment, very few create events, very few treat their subreddit like a product. And honestly, why would they? They're unpaid, they're undertooled, and Reddit doesn't incentivize ambition. There is a structural issue. Right now, being a moderator is a maintenance job, not a creative role. There is no financial upside, no growth incentive, no competitive pressure, no reward for innovation, no cost for stagnation. So communities plateau, subreddits become repetitive, mods get defensive instead of visionary, and power becomes the only reward. That's dangerous. When the only incentive is control, you attract people who want control. When the incentive is growth, creative, and reward, you attract builders. Moderation needs to turn into creation. If Reddit wants to become culturally dominant, it needs to change what being a moderator means. Moderators shouldn't just enforce rules, they should run events, organize AMAs, launch experiments, foster new sub communities, build reoccurring content formats, develop identity. Subreddits should feel like living projects, not static message boards. And here's the key that requires incentives. They need performance based rewards, not just revenue sharing, performance recognition. Imagine if subreddits were ranked by growth and engagement quality. Imagine if mods unlocked platform tools based on community performance. Or if high performing communities got platform promotion. Or if experimental formats were rewarded. Make moderation competitive in a healthy way, not power competitive, but creation competitive. Beyond incentives, the second thing that Reddit needs to change is moderator accountability. Here's the uncomfortable part. Some moderators are fantastic, many are mediocre, and some are actively harmful. There's almost no feedback loop unless you're really in trouble already. Reddit can introduce community health metrics, transparent moderation analytics, regular review systems, opt in community feedback voting tools to, I don't know, vote on the policies or how subreddits should be run. If moderators are creators, then they should be evaluated like creators. Creators compete, creators improve, creators adapt. Right now, moderators just persist. Fez was right when he called moderators landed gentry. And thirdly, Reddit should give mods tools that encourage ambition. Instead of just mod queues, removal buttons, and auto configs, they should give them some other things. You could give them tools that encourage ambition, not just moderation tools, but growth tools, brand partnerships access, revenue sharing models, community accelerator programs, performance recognition. Right now, being a moderator has no upside, no ladder, no prestige beyond control. But if you introduce ambition into the role, you change who applies for it, and that changes everything. The site needs a cultural change. Here's the big idea Reddit doesn't need more posters, it needs more ambitious moderators. Because moderators are the closest thing that Reddit has to showrunners. Imagine if subreddits operated like seasons of a show, with arcs, with events, with reoccurring formats, with community identity. That's how you build culture. Not through infinite scrolling, but through intentional design. The hard truth is, right now, Reddit moderation is about control. It should be about creation. And until Reddit changes the incentive structure, the people who want power will dominate. But Reddit can flip that dynamic by changing the incentive structure of the platform. If Reddit did this, it could become the most important community platform in the world. It certainly has the viewership to deserve that.